Well, happy Friday, everyone. Oh my gosh, we are outside. I am here at my house. Beckett is where he's staying, and he's going to tell us about a gorgeous area that he's going to be going to heading off this weekend. I don't know. You might not want to leave St. Louis with this kind of weather. If you are just waking up, I would highly recommend you get outside. As soon as this show is over, I'm walking the dogs. This is the perfect morning to get out and do your exercise. We're going to talk about the weather today going into the weekend, and I'm hoping that crazy hot weather that we've been experiencing is gone. I mean, I know we're just getting into August. In fact, happy August 1st to each and every one of you. We've got a little news you can use, and I'm super excited for our show today. Foodies Eat First Festival. Have you heard about it? Say that 10 times fast. It is coming to St. Louis in just a couple of weeks, and today's the day for a fun giveaway, a family 4-pack that we're going to give one lucky viewer. I don't care if you are in our immediate area, you want to travel into our area for this. It's going to be the time that the Cardinals are playing the Yankees, and this festival was specifically put on that weekend for a reason. We'll talk about it with a very well-known food influencer in our area, Braden. You know, Brad in St. Louis. Well, we're going to talk with him, and we're going to be in the kitchen with the owner of Bougie Bites. Yeah, we're getting bougie today. All of that is coming up for you this morning, but before we do any of that, we want to get into the weather. It's a segment we've been doing for a while now called What the Weather.
Good evening from St. Louis, Missouri, and it is a beautiful one.
And as you can see, it's brought to you by GradeWorks LLC. That is Mike Vernacey and his team doing some really incredible work for our area. Again, we've had some nuts weather, and I do mean that. We were just talking about Ellsbury, Lincoln County experiencing a lot of flooding. After that, a lot of cleanup has to take place. Don't do it yourself. Do us a favor and support those that support not only our show, but the education of our wonderful aspiring meteorologist, Beckett Moore, so they can do great work for you. He does roofing, excavation, you name it. Remember this website, gradeworksmo.com. Thank you, Mike, for being one of our sponsors here on The Real Monica Adams Show. And let's bring him on. Beckett Moore, good morning to you.
Good morning. How's your week?
Oh my gosh, it's been great. Beckett and I, but right before we both went on, said it's amazing. I mean, I think my birds are singing to your birds.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so you and I both said it's actually a little chilly out. I know that's silly for us to be saying on August 1st, but it really is. What is the temperature right now?
Yeah, so this morning it is pretty chilly. We're actually down into the low 70s.
Okay, again, absolutely not complaining about this. I don't know that it's going to stick around for a while. That's something that Beckett knows, but you're getting ready to head off to a gorgeous area. Tell everybody where you're going.
Yes, so we're going to Montana, specifically Whitefish, Montana, which is about 40 minutes from Glacier National Park. It's on this really pretty lake, so yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
How long are you going to be there?
For 6 nights.
So what plans do you all have while you're there? I've never been to Montana. I can't wait to hear the best places to go.
So we're going to go to Glacier National Park a couple of days, I think, and then we're going to go golfing, and we're also going to go on Whitefish Lake as well. And then everything else, I don't know, but a lot.
Everything else is spontaneous.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the last big trip before you go back to school, right?
Yes.
Yep. You want to tell everybody where you go again? You're going into sophomore year.
Yes, sophomore year at Smith.
Yep. All right, everybody, if you're outside of our area, he has been with us for about a year and a half now doing incredible work. So, yeah, we're talking about how gorgeous it is today. So let me tell you all, he's going to take it away and let you know how your weekend is if you're not heading off to Montana and you're going to stay in our area this weekend and then go into next week. Take it away, Beckett.
Yes, so we are going to be keeping those cooler temperatures, still warm, of course, but definitely cooler than what we've been dealing with. So for Friday, your Friday, mostly sunny skies, 81 degrees. Then into Saturday, continuing with those sunny skies, pretty much same deal, 80 degrees as your high. Continuing this pretty much, again, the same thing on Sunday, 80 degrees as your high. So a very nice weekend coming up for us. Then Monday, we do get some cloud cover coming in, heating up just a little bit to 85. And we continue to heat up throughout next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, mostly sunny skies, and enjoy this cooler weather as it lasts, because we are expecting to get back above average, back into the heat as we head later on into August.
No, don't say that.
I know.
Are we talking as far as getting up near 100 again and the heat indices that high?
Yes, that's going to be possible. Right now, our average high is around 90, and we are projecting above average highs as we head towards maybe late to mid August. So around mid August.
As the kids are going back to school, which I can't believe. Are you excited, by the way, to get back to school?
I wouldn't. I'm not ready yet. Not yet.
The words out of every teenager's mouth.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, Beckett, I hope you have a fantastic time away and can't wait to hear all about it when you get back.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, that's Beckett Moore. Follow him on social media. Bye, Beckett.
Bye.
Give my love to your family. Follow him, by the way, on X and on YouTube. He does a wonderful job. Cannot wait. How many of you have all been to Montana? Let me know that. I've always talked about going and just think it's some of the most beautiful area of our country. So good morning to all of you. Before we get into some news you can use, I just saw somebody say it's 66. Oh, Linda, 66 at my house right now, she said. Good morning to all of you as you are signing on. Yeah, enjoy the beautiful weather. Hope you are getting out for a walk. Beautiful walking weather this morning, somebody said. I agree with that. So as far as the news you can use, I know you all that watch are big animal lovers. You are probably big dog lovers like I am. Did you see this in the news? 224 animals rescued from a hoarding situation in Missouri. In fact, the largest dog rescue in more than a decade. This was in Christian County. An estimated 150 dogs were found at a hoarder's home there. The dogs, small breeds, including Shih Tzus, Chihuahuas. The dogs were found to be malnourished, suffering from infestations due to neglect. These dogs living in horrific conditions, and had they not intervened, they said it's clear that they might not have survived. This is according to the president of the Humane Society of Missouri's Animal Cruelty Task Force. Dozens of the rescued dogs will be brought to the Humane Society of Missouri's headquarters on Macklin. And I know a lot of you, when you see stories like this, immediately you are wanting to adopt those dogs. The team first rescued 140 dogs, and this was again in the Christian County area, which they were saying they're going to have to be doing a lot of things before these animals will be available for adoption. Now, when we talk on our Positive Talk Time Thursdays, and we are going to be back with Jessica Cook, by the way, with Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescued next Thursday. I'll ask her about this because a lot of times the rescues, they share with each other, hey, can you take this dog? Can you take this cat? Can you take these animals? Because these rescues just are overloaded. So, folks, you might want to contact the Humane Society of Missouri in the near future. Keep an eye on these animals. Obviously, you saw how malnourished and matted they were. There's a lot of work that needs to be done before they're going to be available for adoption. But please, the only way they can continue to do the work they do is by donations. So be sure to donate. We've got our big gala event with Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescue coming up in the fall. So they're looking for you to buy tickets for that, as well as sponsors, donations. I can't wait to see a lot of you at that. I am proud to MC and auctioneer that again. Okay, I didn't get a chance to do this the other day because we weren't on yesterday morning. Did you see this? A recall issued after some Celsius energy drinks were inadvertently filled with High Noon vodka seltzer. The concern is obviously the consumers could accidentally ingest alcohol. High Noon did a voluntary recall of these certain vodka seltzer cases. 12-pack cases of High Noon's Beach variety shipped from July 21st to the 23rd, containing cans of its vodka-based seltzer that were mislabeled as Celsius Astro Vibe Sparkling Blue Raz Edition. The brand is recalling two production lots. They said it was a labeling error from the can supplier. The FDA said no illnesses or adverse effects have been reported. The product was shipped from distributors to retailers in Florida, in New York, Ohio, South Carolina, Virginia, and Wisconsin. So all of you that watch us outside of our immediate St. Louis area, just a heads up. You know, Michelle sent me that the other day and she's like, oops. I was like, yeah, well, you have your kids going back to school thinking that they've got a water. And they're like, why are your kids acting so strange? Well, they got alcohol in them. There's another recall, and this one's for your young kiddos. These play kitchens sold on Amazon, Walmart, recalled, and this is unfortunate, a toddler died by strangulation. Backyard Kids recalling nearly 200,000 KidCraft farm-to-table play kitchens due to the strangulation hazards after the death of a toddler. This happened in Oregon. Backyard Kids has voluntarily agreed to recall and provide free replacement hooks for about 192,000 KidCraft farm-to-table model play kitchens, even though only about 400 of the 192,000 recalled units were sold to consumers by Backyard Kids. Again, these recalled kits may have been purchased Walmart, Amazon. Consumers can call toll free. Here's a number for you: 800-882-0234, or you can visit kidcraft.com pages recall for more information. I will put all this, by the way, for you in the comment section, because a lot of you may have purchased those, or if you're going to visit one of your loved ones and they have that, please, this is when we say we've got news you can use for you. Please pass that along to them. That is nothing to take lightly. Obviously, one death already. We want to try to prevent others from happening. Okay, I'm excited about this for the family. 2 major attractions coming to our area. Several, in fact. So the new attractions include a pirate ship themed ride and train themed roller coaster. Then there's going to be the Wave Swinger, which will be decorated in themes from the Louisiana Purchase Exposition, the 1904 World's Fair. The new rides will be open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. They're going to start this on August 28th. I want to be a big kid again. Doesn't that look fun? Yeah, again, if you're just tuning in, we're running through a little news you can use before we get into our Foodies Eat First Festival. And I told you, try to say that 10 times fast. And then this, 2 major U.S. airlines striking a deal to share miles, frequent flyer rewards. The Department of Transportation approved this. The program is called Blue Sky, and it allows reciprocal frequent flyer benefits between the 2 airlines. The frequent flyers will be able to earn and use miles for either airline's loyalty program on most flights. The Blue Sky benefit program is not related to the social media platform of that same name. The reciprocal perks starting date hasn't been announced yet. It is expected, however, to begin in phases this fall. The perks include priority boarding, access to preferred and extra legroom seats, and same-day flight changes. So super cool. Again, it's nice to see things that are good for us, right? And people are talking about traveling more and traveling right now, maybe before the kiddos get back to school, one final trip. So we're not sure when that program is actually going to start. Of course, if we get a little follow-up on that, I will pass that along. All right, let's wrap up in sports. The Cards are in action. They're playing against the Padres in San Diego. And game time today, our first pitch is at 8:40. It's the Cards and the Padres tomorrow at 9:10, and then a Sunday game. That first pitch, by the way, will be at 3:10. What's on tap for today? National Water Balloon Day, Congressional Startup Day, International Mahjong Day. How many of you know someone that plays Mahjong? I used to personal train my seniors at Friendship Village, and they always talked about that. Respect for Parents Day. We just did generational talk, and we need to respect all generations, but we were talking to the silent generation earlier this week. National Girlfriends Day. I love it. National Raspberry Cream Pie Day. And it is Minority Donor Awareness Day. That is how we do it, folks. So if you're just tuning in, we just ran through some news you can use. Then we get into our fun segment of the day. And today it's a Foodie Friday. We're going to talk about the Foodies Eat First Festival. That's right. It's coming to right here where I'm from, St. Louis, Missouri. So travel in for this. We hope a ton of tourism comes to St. Louis. It is going to be the weekend that the Cardinals play the New York Yankees. And that, by the way, was done on purpose by the man who came up with the idea of Foodies Eat First. And we're going to get in the kitchen with him. Brad and St. Louis, right? You can follow him on Instagram, BradenStl. We're also going to talk with Latoya, who owns Bougie Bites. Now, she's not vegan, but she has the most incredible vegan plant-based food that you would not know is vegan. We're going to get in the kitchen, the Slyman Brothers kitchen, with Braden and Latoya when we return. Well, good morning, and another Foodie Friday. We absolutely love these. We are at Slyman Brothers Appliances in South County, 5757 South Lindbergh, an amazing demo kitchen. So come on in, check this out. Maybe even come here sometimes while we are doing our tapings. If you would like to know when we do those, shoot me an email. Nice little audience we could have here. All the chefs and all the restaurants that we've brought here have absolutely loved these. So I'm going to ask Latoya here in just a second what she thinks of it. Let's introduce first Latoya Thompson with Bougie Bites. Oh, yes. I had to teach my mom, Latoya, what bougie stood for.
Okay, hi, Mom. Okay, Bougie. The Bougie Mama.
And Braden Tewolde.
Yes.
Oh, I did it. I did it. So Braden, but they know you as?
A food content creator. I often joke with people. They're like, "What do you do for a living?" I'm like, "Eat." Like that's
a good job, Braden.
And then there's all this other stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Like all the work behind the scenes.
Yes.
But content creator, I organize events, and that's one of the things we'll talk about today. Podcast host, a bit of everything, and basically, like I love St. Louis. I love the food scene. I love the people, the culture, and so try to share it from my point of view.
And for people to follow, and we'll follow both of you, you're most active on what? Instagram, Facebook,
yes.
TikTok, what, all of those?
Instagram. So
Instagram.
Brad, Bradenstl, Braden STL.
Brad in STL, but it's Braden, right?
It's a play.
Okay, so we'll get back to the fact of loving St. Louis, and thank you, by the way. There's so many people that talk about our city. I am born and raised here and love, and I'm very, very proud to say that. And I know we've been through a lot, St. Louis, but it's time to support our businesses. Latoya, you would agree with that, right? We've got to lift up small business. So Latoya, you opened Bougie Bites, the food truck, during the pandemic in 2023.
Yes, as we were coming out, I suppose.
Right,
yeah.
right. And so it was from that to having a vision. So let's congratulate her. She just opened her first brick and mortar in Overland, June 18th. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Every day we have customers to come 2 and 3 times a week. So it's going really well.
What made you say Bougie Bites?
It was the idea of vegan food and people who eat vegan food. When you're like, "Oh, I'm vegan and vegetarian," they're like, "Oh, you're bougie." It's like this strange reaction. It's like, really? No, I just have a different dietary restrictions or lifestyle. I'm not necessarily bougie.
Right.
But it's the idea of like, oh, well, maybe am I?
Well, here's the thing I love, though. Latoya is not vegan.
No.
Because a lot of times people, and there's a lot of people I've interviewed in my career that are, and then it's an education that they do. But it's when it gets into preaching about it.
Yeah.
You should eat vegan. You should eat vegetarian because you don't do that.
No, not at all. No, it's really about accessibility. You know, sometimes I go on these binges that like I'm not eating meat right now, or I'm strictly juicing, but it does not mean that I'm like completely vegan or completely vegetarian. So it's just giving an alternative and accessibility and making it more approachable. Like, I don't eat meat right now, so where can I go? And I don't want a sunflower seed taco. Or quinoa salad. I want something that exactly. I want something that tastes like food that I actually eat on a regular basis. So that was the whole idea and concept of like make the food taste like everyday food. So a lot of like diehard vegans don't eat the food because they're making their own food. They don't even want anything that tastes like regular food, which is okay.
Again, well, exactly, right? And we always say, you do you, and no judgment. Again, we're going to talk about Foodies Eat First, an incredible festival that's coming up for you in just a couple of weeks, where you can get tickets, etc. This is his brainchild. Braden actually wants to do 2 of these in a year, so they're already busy working on the spring festival as well.
Yep.
Now, there's another person with us. We always say that every good chef and every good restaurant cannot do what they do well without their teams. You want to introduce your team member?
Yes, it's Chef Mike. Yes.
Hey, Chef. The sous chef, the prep chef, right?
Yes.
So we're going to talk about what we're prepping and what we're going to be making in just a second. But as far as loving St. Louis, where were you raised?
So I grew up in South City, and then I was part of the DSEG program, so I went out to, we're out here in South County, so I went to a county school. So I got to see 2 different versions of St. Louis, and I'm the type of person, like I've seen St. Louis at its worst, and I want to see it at its best.
Yes.
And I think that, life's all about perspective. I've gotten a little bit of heat from people when I've said, like, we're spoiled as a city, and that's what, that's why we're more negative than more positive towards things. But it's like when you realize the beauty and all the free stuff, the free attractions we have, like,
Amen.
How many free, you can look up this weekend, I don't know, there's a bunch of, free events, and we just have so much at our fingertips. I think that once we realize like locally we have it all, we don't always have to travel.
Right.
You know, like I just got back from Vegas and I got to see their art district and I'm like, wow, we have a great art district here in St. Louis too. Like
We
I like
sure do.
comparing, but it's like a lot of people don't even know we have, you know, the walls off Washington or the graffiti wall that brings in 25,000 people on the festival. So I've been able, like, I don't know, I think life's all about perspective and just, you know, food is one of those things that gets me into like all different kinds of neighborhoods and get to meet all different kinds of people. And you always hear this passion in St. Louis.
Yes.
And so like what I love to do is just bring everyone together so no one is like afraid of this or that. Or,
Absolutely.
You know, everyone can just do them, right? Is that what you do you?
You do you.
But it's like.
It's true. But you know what?
food.
If you grew up here, where did you grow up?
In St. Louis.
What
in
area?
University City.
In University City? And then Chef Mike, where did you grow up?
South City.
In South City. I grew up in Florissant, okay? Here's what I used to remember growing up. People would be in North County. Oh my gosh, if we drove to South County, it's like driving to another state. Oh my gosh, if you cross the river and go to Illinois, you can't cross the river. Now it's like, if you're in St. Louis County, oh my gosh, you're crossing the river to go to St. Charles County.
Yep.
Folks, get out of your own way, right? And then start introducing yourself and culturize yourself.
Yeah.
So the thing I love, I looked at your top 10 list of 2024 restaurants, and I was like, you go, Braden, introduce me to some ones and I consider myself to be a foodie, but every time I turn around, there's another place opening, another place, which makes me really proud of St. Louis. There's some incredible ones, by the way. Follow him on Instagram and you'll see the list I'm talking about. But now we're in 2025, so I'm interested. Do you do those at the end of the year of your top 10s?
Yeah, and those are hard to do.
I'm sure they are.
It's like
Okay,
it
you're
just
like,
varies.
Bougie Bites better be on there.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to do a vegan crawl. You know?
You absolutely should.
There's some great vegan places.
There, and that's the thing too with like vegan food. That
It's
food's-
delicious.
It's fire. It's not. What
Can
you
we
would-
go there? Because people, okay, and I will say, people who were vegan 20 years ago to 15 to 10 to 5 even a year ago, it is evolving, the
different.
spices, and it's the way you're making it. But it's also, as Latoya said, you don't have to be vegan. Introduce yourself. And then maybe just give a little break to always having animal protein. Tell them what happens just by the way they feel and their digestion, and just there's a different feeling when you introduce plant-based sometimes.
I have no clue.
Yeah, you really?
Literally have no clue.
Oh, see, I do.
You know, because everybody is different. Because some people say, "Oh, I feel this way," and some people like, "Oh, I
They
don't feel."
don't.
Yeah, so it's really, I think it's based on the individual, really.
It's interesting when you pull all animal proteins out, and if you did like a reset, which I've done with some of my clients I train, they feel a complete difference. They don't feel bloating and inflammation sometimes.
Some I hear that too, and sometimes I think it's a mindset too.
Oh, interesting. Again, but as she said, she's not vegan. She just, hey, I like this, and I want to show that there can be some bougie aspect of vegan. So Bougie Bites, the food truck still exists,
Oh, yeah,
as
we're still
well
trucking.
as, we're still trucking.
Still trucking, nice.
So if people want to find where you're going to be, where's the best way for them to follow you? On socials?
On Instagram.
Okay.
But we're located at 10082 Page Avenue in the city of Overland. So open 7 days a week as of now, unless something different happens. But yeah.
I'm so excited. Okay, we're going to talk about what we're going to make before we take our break. The festival. Tell them the dates of it. And how many restaurants now?
We're about 30. So this is August 16th and 17th. Foodies Eat First. And it's the perfect weekend to be in downtown because the New York Yankees and Cardinals are playing each other literally 4 blocks down the road. So you can get your tickets at foodieseatfirst.com. And then I think we're about 30 restaurants. So the way it's designed, we have probably about 6 or 7 that's there the entire festival.
Okay.
But even if they're there the entire festival, they're switching up their offerings based upon if you go to the brunch, dinner, or late night session. And then we have these superstars coming in as well, like Bougie Bites, that they're coming in for a session here. This one's there, like bringing in addition to them, we have like Minya Ruiz coming in. They're going to be, Forbes Food and Wine have said they have some of the top ramen in America, right? St. Louis spot, they're going to be in our brunch VIP. We have the 801s. Like, we have just so much good food. It's literally, I'm a foodie. It's for foodies by foodies. So I did have someone ask about like, well, is this just for the social media creators? Like, is this, it's like, no, this is like for people that just love good food. And plus, like, you can have a very bougie experience at this festival. Like,
yes.
Like every chef, what's really cool is like there is an admission fee.
Yes.
But even within the admission, like the general admission, you have an opportunity to have like access to like some sessions. We're gonna have caviar bumps. We're gonna have Just other things, gooey butter cake and some just being handed out.
Because we have some of the best gooey butter cake anywhere
In the
here
world.
in St. Louis. It's very true. I mean, I know places, I don't know if they're going to be there, but I know 2 places in particular that I think have the best gooey butter cake in town. Where do you think? Because you're Mr. Foodie. Who has the best gooey butter cake?
In my opinion, I'm gonna say too. I really love Clementines. 'Cause
Okay.
You think
I don't
about
think
that,
I've had
that
hers.
ice cream too. Like
Yep.
when they put it in their ice cream, is so good.
And she's going to be at your festival,
Yes.
right?
So they're handing out. I believe on Saturday brunch, they're gonna give out gooey butter cake samples, and then for dinner's ice cream. It's some sort of ice. I think it's a
Is it?
cake cone.
Does
Forgive
it
me if I'm
have
wrong.
alcohol in it?
No.
I know she does have
Not well.
boozy and bougie.
Yeah. So they do. I don't know if they're going to bring those. I'm not 100% sure.
That's why you have to come. It's
Exactly.
a surprise.
Exactly. A lot of surprises. Like it's like the.
But where do you like gooey butter cake?
Really, you know what? I like, if we're talking about ice cream, I like
No,
Jenny's.
just
oh,
gooey
just
butter
in
cake.
general?
Yep.
I don't really eat it. I know.
Russell's
I was going to say Russell's is my.
and Park Avenue Coffee.
Okay.
I have to try it. Look, two
Yep,
places now. I have to
we're all
try it.
going to be learning new places today because this is Mr. Foodie right
I was
here.
going to say Park Avenue has like 200 flavors.
They have a ton, and then Russell's.
Oh,
You can
that
go to Russell's on
crust.
Macklin or go to Russell's in Fenton. We got to feature them soon. They have incredible gooey butter cake. Look, we're just hungry.
Yeah, we're just
so
talking
we are
food.
going to eat. We are going to make food. Before we take the break, what are we making today?
All right. So
Chef Mike, what you doing over there?
we're getting it started.
Getting started. Latoya gonna explain what I'm cooking.
Yeah, so we're going to do our bougie wrap.
Okay.
It's fried oysters.
Oh.
Yes, and then we're going to do like
That is
a
bougie.
breakfast. Yes. We're going to do breakfast taco because we will be there Sunday for the brunch.
Brunch.
Yes, yes.
Don't we all love brunching?
Oh,
It's
yes.
really become so popular over the last, I'd say 5 years for sure, but we love to brunch. So we're going to do a wrap and tacos.
Yes.
And are you going to give me the bougie sauce recipe?
I can't
I
tell.
knew it.
Sound like a good burger recipe, so it's like
It's
you
just
can't get it.
it's a
I'm watching.
recreation
Oh, no, they already have it done.
of the Thousand Island dressing. It's just vegan. So we're using Impossible sausage.
Okay.
I mean, and if you guys are familiar with
Yes.
Impossible, you can easily get that at Trader Joe's or any of your local grocery.
Do you think what is the difference, by the way, between Beyond and Impossible?
Yeah, so Impossible products are soy-free and gluten-free. Not all of them.
Okay.
But majority of them.
Okay.
Or with the Impossible, it has soy still. So people who have that soy allergen or don't like soy, they usually tend to go to
Impossible.
No.
Oh, Beyond over. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we've got, it's simple ingredients, just kind of like we've done over the last several weeks, because we all are in a fast-paced lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's simple ingredients, being able to make fast. So this is the sausage.
Yes.
Sausage.
Beyond Meat sausage. Yes. yes.
And then little spices. What'd you put in there, chef? He's not going to tell me.
That's the bougie dust burger. The season, we call it dust, bougie dust.
Bougie dust. Okay, I like it. And then just very, very simple. So we've got
Yeah, a
we've
little
got
olive
fried
oil.
oysters, sausage, olive
And
oil,
sausage. Yes.
little seasoning.
Little seasoning.
That's it?
Yes, and then for the chicken, we use the blue oyster mushrooms. It kind of gives you a chicken pool in texture
Okay.
as well. So we fry them. We do a double dip, so it's just flour and then a wet batter.
So it's simple.
It looks like
Yeah.
chicken, literally.
And
looks
that's,
like chicken.
you know, let's do this. We'll take a break. I want to ask you, when you're introducing vegan food to someone that's really, their mindset is thinking, oh my gosh, vegan food's not going to be good. How do you introduce it to them? So hang on, so save that. And then again, Foodies Eat First, August 16th, 17th. Tickets are on sale, foodieseatfirst.com. Be sure to follow both of them on social media so you know about their new location. June 18th, they opened up again in Overland. All the great places that he's featuring. You will be able to see on there all the restaurants that are featured, and there's some surprises,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I'm trying to get surprises out of both of them. All right, more of our Foodie Friday from Slyman Brothers Appliances in South County when we return.
When you want to feel good, you work out at Crunch. You don't go here, because here feels bad. But here we help you feel good, feel strong, feel rejuvenated.
Join Crunch Fitness today.
And welcome back to our Foodie Friday. We are again at Slyman Brothers Appliances, 5757 South Lindbergh. Remember them when it's time for you to get a new appliance. You need a refrigerator, a freezer, stovetop. We are, by the way, cooking today on the induction stovetop. What do you think of this, Latoya? Do you cook on induction often?
I have one at home.
Oh, she's got one at home. Because do you like the convenience of just how fast it is?
Well, that, and then I have a toddler, so,
See?
it's prevention. So,
Yes.
if I move something, it automatically turns off. So, yeah, I love it.
We've mentioned that in the past of how you don't have to worry about them burning themselves.
No.
It is crazy. I mean, as quick as you take it off,
Yes.
it's done. It's
Yes.
like magic. All right. Braden Tewolde and Latoya Thompson and Chef Mike all joining us on this Foodie Friday. We're talking about the Foodies Eat First Festival. It's his brainchild, it's his baby, and he's excited about St. Louis Strong. August 16th and 17th. Go to foodieseatfirst.com to get your tickets. You think those tickets will sell out?
Oh yeah, I mean we have literally
Get
some of the top chefs in St. Louis, and then also a very big special guest.
Tell them about it.
Oh yeah, so for the first time in history, we're bringing Katz's Deli. Yes, the one from New York. You've seen, what's that, the movie When Harry Met Sally? That spot from New York. We're bringing them here to St. Louis, and so on Saturday, people will be able to enjoy Katz's Deli for brunch and dinner.
That's huge.
First time ever. That's historic. And then you can go to the game, right?
Well, that's why he did it, right? So
Right.
St. Louis, New York, right down a handful of blocks. It's to get that St. Louis, New York feeling going.
Yep.
And we're not going to get the other surprises. You just got to go there because you've got other things planned that are surprises, right?
Oh, for sure. It's that's like my favorite part. Like whenever I go to like attractions in Orlando, there's always that little sprinkle of magic, and so that's what we're going to have, and it's going to be unlike any other food festival you've attended. And once you get in, almost every single chef will have a dish between $4 to $8 that you can try, so you're not committed immediately to the $20, $25 dish.
Right.
You can actually try a bunch of food. And what's been really cool is even speaking with like Latoya's, all the chefs are like, yeah, I want people to try my food. I want to be part of something like this, like the excitement, because it's I don't know, we're foodies, and it's going to bring us all together. You're going to see all different kinds of people
Yes.
at this event.
Again, Latoya owns Bougie Bites, which started their food truck in 2023. She just opened her first brick and mortar in the Overland area, so be sure to check them out. But Bougie Bites today, we're making a wrap, and then we're also doing some tacos. Chef Mike's over there doing a little toasting to the tacos. What's inside the tacos?
So we have the Beyond Meat sausage, pico, a little avocado.
Yum, I love avocado.
Oh,
Mom's
okay,
in the back.
Mom's like, yes.
Mom's like, yes. She actually says we should have an avocado every single day.
Some of the Just Egg product.
One a day. And how about the smell too?
I know, and that is what Braden and I were talking about. I've always said, don't you wish you had scratch and sniff television? He's got a good idea here, though, that maybe on these future ones, we should have you put your orders in advance, knowing what we're going to make. Well, we're not going to say it yet because we need to get them on as a sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those that would deliver it to you, and then you get a chance to try what we're trying here. This looks pretty also. Okay, I went to the break and said, for people who have never eaten vegan, even hear the word vegan and immediately think it's not going to taste good, how do you introduce vegan to them?
Yeah, so we eat with our eyes.
Very
right?
true.
So when they see it, they're, oh, what is that? And then, oh, that's a vegan burger.
Yep.
And they're like, vegan burger? Like, oh, I'm not vegan. I'm like, no, you want to try it first.
Yes.
Try it, right? Because when you saw it, you didn't know.
Correct.
You immediately went to like, oh, that looks delicious.
Yep. I had to do my husband's definitely like a lot of guys, meat, potato guy, right? And he used to do the, no, Monica, seriously, it's a texture thing with me, whatever. And I was like, just try it. And then little by little it was, oh, that's good. And I stopped saying the word vegan.
Yeah.
That was the smartest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? All right, it's probably one of those that's not really real, but okay, fine, it's good.
Yes. And then food brings people together.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about the festival.
Right?
Really excited. Yes.
Did you two know each other before you started putting this together?
I knew of Bougie Bites because one of my buddies, Epic Eats, I think he was doing a food review. And then, like a lot of times when he was doing those, he would bring them back to the office, so I was able to try like a bunch of people's like different food.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I think I think I saw like you were opening, and I think we just like I made the announcement, and I was like, oh heck yeah, like come on, we're gonna figure this out.
Let's collab.
Yeah, you did. Because I was like, when I seen it, I was like, oh, I don't see any vegan or something like that.
Like, you're right.
You got to represent. You need some bougie representing.
Yes.
Again, we're going to do our taste test in a bit. One of the things that the crew here always loves is these shows so that they can taste as well. So again, we've got the wrap, and you have this either on a spinach wrap if they want, or flour, right?
Yes, yes.
But then for your tacos, is that corn?
They are corn
Thank you.
tortillas.
Thank you.
Yes.
I am always, like, if I go to Mexican restaurants, whatever, I'm always asking for corn. I mean, look at this. Ah!
Tell me what?
Look at that.
That looks amazing.
That is gorgeous, everybody. Look at, he's on fire over there.
Yeah.
You're on fire, Braden. Okay, so we're going to taste this in just a second, but it's not just food. You also have music.
Yes, so we're gonna have, this year we're having a bunch of different DJs that'll be switching up throughout the duration of the festival. And then we also have an art activation. Javen Solomon, he's been working on this project called Lutopia. And if you think about when you go to other cities where, you know, like you think about the arts districts and what they were before art beautified these neighborhoods. He's been one of the leaders on that end here in St. Louis of really like showing what art and green space could look like for our city. It's really not that hard.
Right.
It's just getting people to be like, oh yeah, we could make
get
a park.
behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can make a park here. We could put a little stage there, put some plants.
Right.
And it creates a community space. So we have those different kinds of activations, and just all around, it's going to be a good vibe. It's going to be fun. Like, it's for foodies, by foodies. If you follow me, you know I know where all the good spots are. And literally, the restaurants we have here would take you probably 2 years to get through.
To get through, yes. Well, and here's the thing, and I'm really surprised. I was just going through Instagram, and that is why, even though social media gets a bad rap, it brings us all together, right? All over the world. So it just happened to pop up on my screen. I'm like, how come I haven't been following him? I love him, right? So and that's what people have really, truly fallen in love, and they trust you, and they're trusting who he's guiding them to. All right, try this one. Now try this one. He'll get his top 10 list of 2025, which is hard, and I really love the fact that it's become harder and harder because we really do have an incredible food scene. So art, music, food, all of it. You know what I realized? We didn't tell them where it's being held. Trust.
Oh my gosh, one of the most beautiful buildings in all of St. Louis. Like, and I'm not even trying to sound like a
No,
salesman.
it's stunning.
Beautiful. It's where the 1904 World's Fair loan was taken out. Like, it's an old bank, and that's another thing too, is getting people to, like, we love the architecture of our city, but sometimes we're just driving to point A, point B, so we miss it. But like, we don't even have to like throw a bunch of stuff up in this place. It's so beautiful. But yeah, it's at Trust. And another thing we didn't even mention is we're bringing in different mixologists from different cocktail bars around St. Louis each session. And so we're finalizing that list. So, you know, maybe there's this cocktail bar you've always wanted to visit. Well, at this time, on this day, you'll be able to try it. So it's, you know, it's really like an event you want to go to the entire weekend.
I was just going to say, so do you have like an all weekend pass? You do.
So we have all weekend passes, and it literally, I mean, you can have a lot of good drinks during that entire time. You get 4 meal vouchers, and then also in the VIP, 801, we call it the 801 experience. Like
801 Chop House, 801 Fish, 801 Local.
Yep. So I mean, we were talking about oysters the other day. Like, okay, how are we going to set up all these oysters? How are we going to do some other things? But then also we'll have the Minurui, we'll have the table, which is a really good spot. You know, we got to have some fried rice there. We're in St. Louis, so we're going to have
absolutely
that. So yeah, I can talk about this for hours. You can tell.
You get your tickets, and then you pick what are you coming to. If you can really do the all weekend pass, I think that would be amazing. And we did say cocktails. I will say mocktails have become so popular. So remember, if you do not drink, get a mocktail. I mean, they're so gorgeous. That's the thing. I love the evolution of food. Love the evolution of the way mixologists are. It's all together. So what we did today, Latoya, as far as the tacos and the wrap, are these 2 of the most popular items on your menu, or why did we choose these? Are they yours?
No, absolutely not.
No?
This is going to be curated strictly for the event.
Special items, yeah.
We gonna try it first?
Yes, absolutely.
Yay, girl!
Now, the fried oysters, they're called no clucking way. We have those regularly.
Nice.
We have those regularly at
No
at
clucking way.
Bougie Bites. So
Okay,
yes.
so these are special for the festival.
Absolutely.
Foodies Eat First Festival.
Yes.
So what are the top items on if somebody's coming to Bougie Bites?
The egg roll.
Egg roll.
Yes, it's
Okay.
called No Cap.
Okay.
So all the naming conventions of the food is really fun too.
Yeah.
So even that's another introduction when somebody's looking at the mirror like, no clucking way, what is that? You know, like what is it? You know, it opens up the idea of like, what is this?
Sure.
The conversation. Oh well, that's fried mushrooms. It's like, oh, what is that? So the No Cap egg rolls, the Bougie AF, which is our signature burger.
I like it.
You know, and then the mushrooms.
The mushrooms.
Yeah.
Chef Mike,
And
oh,
the burrito taco,
Oh, the-
cartel tacos. They
Yeah.
buy them all
Yeah,
day.
the tacos.
Like,
that's one of the biggest items moving.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the sauce we make it from scratch in house. It ain't nothing bought. It's cooked right up there.
Real.
He would know. He's
That's
busy.
it. He's busy. So have you two been together the entire 2020 since 2023? Have you been with her?
Yep, she called me telling I'm finna get a food truck. I say,
I'm there. What's your background?
I've been cooking since I was in the kitchen watching Mama cook.
Oh, I love, and that's where some of the best food comes from is watching mom and watching grandma, right?
Yep.
Passing it along. What made you get into the food scene? Both of you.
Oh, you wanna?
I've been in the food scene. My
Yeah.
first job was at Captain D's. I was 15.
Hey, see? I love hearing
and
that.
mine was Burger King and Del Taco. So
Mine was Pantera's.
did you ever work?
I worked at a nursing home.
Okay.
Okay,
I was in the
we just switch it up on
Did
that.
you in the cafeteria?
Yeah, in the
See?
dietary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I volunteered dietary because my grandmother was a nurse.
See,
Yeah.
we all somehow are tied together.
Somehow to-
Typically, almost everybody's beginning somehow is in a food scene. And you mentioned it earlier. It brings us all
it's
together.
community.
I'm so glad that you're doing this because we're going to see people from all walks of life, all ages. It's a good, great family event. It's a great couples event. It's a great, girlfriend, guys out. That's the thing. So lunch, brunch, dinner, late night.
Yeah, late night,
There's also,
Saturday.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can
After
do
the
all of
game.
that. All right, I think we need to taste.
Yep.
Go ahead. Let's go.
No, we're all going to do it. We're going to cheers our food together. Okay, we're going to take our final break. We're going to make sure you know exactly where to get your tickets. But do me a favor, follow them because, again, he is all over showcasing St. Louis and proud of the St. Louis food scene. Be sure to visit our friends with Bougie Bites, whether you go to the truck or you go to their brick and mortar now, again, in Overland. Support those that support us and, of course, support Slyman. They've been around for 60 years.
Oh, wow.
The longevity of a business is absolutely amazing. So induction, gas, electric, again, amazing ovens. When it's your time to buy your appliances, remember Slyman Brothers. And we are at the one at 5757 South Lindbergh in South County. Time to taste when we return. Welcome to the mobile Monica version of the Real Monica Adams Show at my favorite restaurant. There's something about a coffee house that's just very warm and welcoming.
Gives you that sense of community.
What are you most proud of since you've opened it?
I cry easily. I'm thankful for everybody here.
You opened the door during the middle of the pandemic. You got the best Italian restaurant in the United States. Here in St. Louis, you put us on the map. Does it scare you? Do you go through fear?
Terrifying.
So how do you get past the fear?
We find something to laugh about.
Welcome back, Foodie Friday, and if you are just tuning in, you have missed a whole heck of a lot of fun, but we'll tell you here at the end, the most important part is get your tickets to Foodies Eat First, the festival coming up August 16th and 17th at Trust. Beautiful. I mean, we're showing you the pictures of this building alone is absolutely stunning, going all the way back to the 1904 World's Fair. There's so much history in St. Louis, so much art, and Braden and Latoya and Mike, we've all been talking about how food brings people together, gets us talking, gets us laughing, gets us educated. Again, the culture side of pulling people together I love, but it truly is an art, and it's beautiful. I mean, I don't even want to eat it yet because it just is Instagram worthy, but we are. We're going to do our taste test. So go ahead and grab one. We're going to cheer our food together.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, you get one.
That'll be some good ASMR.
Got it?
Barely.
Braden.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
You wanna...
Oh wait, should we squeeze the lime?
I know. That's what I was just gonna say. We got to eat it the right way. So a little citrus on top, right? All right. If you're just tuning in and you missed it, we've got a wrap and some tacos. We have the oysters. What are they called again? No
clucking way.
No clucking way. You got some? You got some, Mike? Did you get some? Okay. No clucking way. They're delicious. We also have our tacos. Again, brunch style food. First time ever tasting these because this is specific for the Foodies Eat First Festival. Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, my new friends. Ready, everybody?
Hey.
Dig in. Mmm.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yep. That's bougie.
It's going crazy. Right?
Yeah. Bougie. Mm-hmm. Vegan where? Are you sure it's not vegan?
I don't care if it is. It's delicious.
It's giving. It's giving.
Wow.
What?
That
a
is,
chicken sandwich? A chicken wrap?
Yeah, absolutely. For those of you that like a little fried chicken wrap. Now, Chef Mike was saying we can put different sauces on the oysters, right? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite sauce? Because he said mango habanero, and that's got my name written all over it.
Sweet chili.
Uh-huh.
Latoya? It's for now until I make my sweet hot.
I like hot.
It's delicious.
I like
That's
hot
amazing.
sauce.
For people who aren't tasting, then they're jealous right now. Tell them what you're tasting in this.
It's just so good. It's like,
Can't describe it. It's delicious.
yeah, every bite. There's just so much flavor. That's a beautiful thing. Like that's how I can describe it on the spot. Like
that taco.
Light little crunch to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very light. And nothing.
Flavored.
It's the oysters,
Seasoned.
right?
Let's taste these.
Yes.
Yum. Do we put anything on these?
They're already seasoned.
You want to
But
put a
I want a little. So I want some bougie sauce.
I'll try a little without.
I just tried
I'm
it
not
without.
a big sauce girly, so I'm gonna eat mine without.
Okay, I tried it without. I like doing both.
Yeah, it's good without.
And then
that
with.
sauce off the chain though. So.
Oh, I agree. I do like a little, not overpowering sauce. Ooh, I like that.
$1,000 vegan.
No clucking way.
No clucking way.
What are these again?
These are blue oyster
Oysters.
mushrooms.
That's
You
what I
see how
thought
it
you
has
said.
that like pool of almost chicken?
Wow.
These
love
sell out so every week, and we work with a local grower. So yeah.
oyster mushrooms.
So
Again, if
good.
you've never had, a lot of times when people are wanting to have something kind of steak-like, they go to like a thicker portobello mushroom sandwich. Is delicious. That's like their steak for them. Love mushrooms. We're gonna try these, but we're also gonna let the team try it. So while we do that, tell them one more time where to get their tickets and where it's being held.
Yes, so you're going to want to get your tickets at foodieseatfirst.com. And this is going to be unlike any other food festival you've ever attended. It's about bringing that excitement back to it, celebrating, the chefs, the restaurateurs as the headliners of the festival. And it's going to be August 16th and 17th at Trust in downtown. It's the perfect weekend. Downtown's going to be busy. You got a big Yankees, Cardinals, historic rivalry going on. And then we have a lot of great chefs, and we have Katz's Deli come to St. Louis for the first time in history.
Wait, what? Even if the Cardinals don't win, and we hope they do, we're all going to win because we are featuring some of the best in St. Louis. You want to have some of the best restaurants all together in one place, this is it. Don't miss it. Foodies Eat First. If you do, however, there's another one that they have coming up in the spring, so they're going to keep busy. Follow Braden, follow Latoya, follow Bougie Bites, so that you know exactly where they are rushing around town. More importantly, support them, because that's what it's all about. So nice to meet you.
Same, yeah.
I'm so excited to see all these restaurants that I haven't been to that you're trying. We'll have to do some more stuff.
For sure.
And I will come in and see you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Gotta get back up to my roots in North Carolina.
The only vegan spot in the world.
Hey, see?
We're so bougie, right?
And then the menu is like, people come in and they be like, I don't know what to get, I'm just gonna get everything. There they go, spending $100, $200 on everything.
Yep. And they take it back to the office. Here, everybody try. All right, so be sure to follow them so that you know where they are. Foodies Eat First Festival. So much fun, right? Here's the thing we always ask you: is there a chef? Is there a restaurant? Is there a festival that you would like for us to feature? If so, shoot me an email: info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com, and let's feature them on a future Foodie Friday. Don't go anywhere. More of the Real Monica Adams show to come.
Welcome back, everyone. And again, we were talking about it's been a little chilly in our area today, so you might have to warm that pool up. This is a pool designed, built by Just Pools in Arnold. Again, one of our many sponsors, and we want to thank each and every one of them for being a part of our show. Just Pools is on the West Outer Road in Arnold. And again, remember them when it's time to design your dream pool, or once you have it, that you keep it, again, looking just like that. How do you do it? You take your water sample up to Madonna and her team and say, please fix my water. It's been a rough summer, by the way. It's been hard to keep it that clear. You know, you've got to check that alkalinity, the pH. Do you need dry acid? Do you need alkalinity increaser? They know all those things. Take it up to Just Pools. And again, if you've never supported them before, please do so now. 3987 West Outer Road South in Arnold. Thank you so much, Madonna, for being a part of our show. And to each and every sponsor, we couldn't do it without you. And by the way, we do want to introduce you to a brand new sponsor that's coming on board with us as we kick off August, Miller Furniture. I know you've probably driven by one, but have you ever gone in? Do you know that they've been around since 1927? That just blows my mind. For some reason, I thought maybe in the last, 20 years or so, 1927. We're going to hear the history of the Miller Furniture family. Mark Miller, in fact, is coming in on Monday. So I always like to do the storytelling aspect, the backstory of a great business, the longevity of that business. You know, for those of you that have that entrepreneurial spirit, you think, oh my gosh, I want to open my business. How do I stay open almost 100 years? Well, Mark's going to tell us all about it come Monday morning. And then I'm excited because that is our next Mobile Monica. And I want to give a shout out to Rose and Chris coming by, as well as Janice and Ann and so many others, Jody, that came by yesterday when we were at the Tea Spout in Chesterfield. Wasn't that an adorable place? If you didn't get a chance to come, you missed out, but it's okay. You didn't have to be there yesterday. You can come on by today or put that on your radar for breakfast, for lunch, for tea, for a great shopping experience. So Amber, thank you so much. There yesterday, I spoke with Rose, who stopped by. Shout out to Rose. I think I saw her on earlier. I'm not sure if she's still watching, but thanks for coming. And she asked me that question, Monica, where's the next Mobile Monica? Because my Monica's Maniacs love to run around and support all of these wonderful businesses. It's going to be at Miller Furniture in Fairview Heights, and it will be on August 27th at 11 o'clock in the morning. Now, Rose said, oh, I need some new furniture. I was like, great, bring your husband, come on over. I was talking to Michelle. She's like, we need a new, a new bed. Oh, good. Wait, come on over. Jim and I, we need some new furniture for our great room. Yep, going to support those that support us. So please listen in on Monday. That way you can hear the backstory of this incredible company, again, since 1927. So Mark Miller will be on with us on Monday. Then Dan Newberry is going to join us on Tuesday. He just recently finished the MR 340. Now, I know they do that in kayaks, but years ago, they also included paddle boards, which just blows my mind to be on a paddleboard that long, the endurance side of it. Even taking it on, he did it before he turned 60. Now, what else is on the horizon? Well, we'll find out. We'll be talking with him. For those of you that love our Barking Baker segment, that's coming back. We're hoping to have that for you next week. Coming up on Thursday, we will do Positive Talk Time with Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescue. And then we will do Friendship Friday with Dot Fleshman. And she, of course, is our real estate extraordinaire. She is going to give us some real estate information. And then we'll get into some Friendship Friday topics. You know, we've had a lot of real estate in the news you can use lately as far as the median home price, which I thought was amazing. They're saying like about $470,000 is the average home price here in our immediate St. Louis, Southern Illinois area, which is interesting. We're talking about interest rates and how they are changing. All of that we'll talk with Dot coming up next Friday. And then I'm hoping, if it all works out, I'm going to introduce you to my sister-in-law, who is an incredible cook. She lived in Germany until she was 18, but those German roots, she still cooks on a regular basis. Schnitzel is what she asked me. She's like, why don't we make some schnitzel? So that's what we're going to do. If she's available, we're going to do that. And then I will plug that in for you next week. Rose just said, Miss Jackie is totally so cute. She melted our heart. Mama Jackie, yes, she was there yesterday. So I would love to send one of you lucky viewers off to the Foodies Eat First festival. And what I'm going to do is ask you something that Braden talked about was that there's a particular thing going on for the weekend that he chose, and he did it on purpose because of one of the restaurants that's coming into town. Yes, there are several restaurants that will be featured locally, but there is a very famous restaurant that's going to be featured at the Foodies Eat First Festival. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell me one of two things. Why did he choose that particular weekend? What's going on just 4 blocks away? Or what is the famous restaurant that is going to be featured at the festival that's coming into town? Okay, you've got 2 opportunities right there. The first person that can tell me either one of those, I've got a family 4-pack for you. Again, you can take your family, you can take another couple, take a few friends. It is all yours. And then next week, we've got another 4-pack that we'll give you. So you've got brunch options, you've got dinner options, you've got late night options. Go online, buy your tickets. I posted it earlier in the comment section, foodieseatfirst.com, or I actually take you right to the tickets to be able to purchase those. All right, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will award those. Again, 2 opportunities here. You can tell me what's happening that weekend that he chose the Foodies Eat First Festival just a few blocks down from where Trust is, or tell me the famous restaurant that will be featured coming into town with all of our other wonderful restaurants that we have. And then we'll tell you the faith side of our show that we always bring in. This time it's going to be from this book, Jesus Listens. All right, I'm going to give you, it's all about listening when we do our interviews. The person who listened really well is going to go off to the Foodies Eat First Festival. Good luck. Drop it in the comments right now.
Discover your full potential with a personalized styling experience. Designing, customizing, and transforming the looks of men and women. Revamp your individual style and embrace what makes you, you. That's real confidence.
Welcome back. We are in the wrap-up of our show, and if you're just tuning in, we are giving away 4 tickets to the Foodies Eat First Festival. Again, Braden mentioned a very famous restaurant that is going to be featured at the festival, not in our immediate area. What was the name of that restaurant that will be featured? Or what is the event besides Foodies Eat First that's going on that weekend, just 4 blocks from Trust? You can tell me either one of those answers, and I'm going to give you 4 tickets. All right, good luck to you. While I'm reading the devotional, we'll see who was listening really, really well. Jesus Listens, right? He would be able to tell the answer right now. Sarah Young is the one that came up with this book, and I can't believe it's August 1st already. But August 1st, Light of the World. I yearn to walk in the light of your presence, rejoicing in your name all day long, exulting in your righteousness. This world is increasingly dark, but the light of your presence is as bright as ever. Against the dark backdrop of evil, your glory shines brilliantly. When your goodness collides with worldly, this collision of spiritual opposites creates conditions that are favorable for your mighty interventions. So I'll be on the lookout for miracles, watching for what you will do. Whenever I'm in the midst of difficult circumstances, it's crucial for me to keep rejoicing in your name. The essence of all that you are is distilled into this beautiful world. I love to use your name as a whispered prayer, a praise, a protection, and it never loses its power. I can exult in your righteousness, even in the darkest situations. Nothing can tarnish your glorious righteousness, which you have woven into shining garments of salvation for me to wear forever. This is how I walk in your light, by making good use of your holy name and by wearing your robe of righteousness joyfully. In your righteous name, Jesus. Amen. Amen. And again, Jesus Listens, Jesus Calling. We've got a design devotional that I was given by Jennifer Bonacorsi from J. Bloom. Thank you for that. And then our 100 Days to Freedom books. All of those giving us our faith at the end. All right, folks, looking for someone who really paid attention to what Braden was saying. I'm going to wrap up the show, and I'll give you an opportunity throughout the rest of the day. The first comment that I see, let's see, Rose said, I couldn't get past the gooey butter part. I did it. Okay, gooey butter was good. And I mentioned, by the way, Russell's and Park Avenue Coffee. He was mentioning Clementine's for gooey butter ice cream. I'll wrap up the show and I'll let you continue to think about what he said. First person, and now you could probably go back and just scroll backwards, right? As soon as the show's over, you can go back and go, oh my gosh, here it was. Drop it in. I'll let you do it throughout the rest of the day. First person that I see drops in the right answer to either of those questions, you will be awarded those 4 tickets. I'll reach out to you and I'll let you know how to get them. Love you all again. Tune in Monday morning, 7 a.m. We'll be back on set. Our set is in Fenton, and Mark Miller is going to be joining me talking about the longevity of Miller Furniture. 1927 is when they opened their doors. Good luck to all of you for winning the Foodies Eat First tickets. We'll have another 4-pack that we'll give away next week, and it's also a new month, so we'll be giving away a 1-year membership to Crunch Fitness, one of our national sponsors. We've been doing that every month, and we'll do it all the way through the end of the year. So good luck to you. Have a beautiful weekend. As I mentioned, get out. I'm going to go walk the dogs right now. Walk the dogs early. Walk yourself. Hope you have a good weekend as well. Stephanie, Rose, everybody else, good luck. Again, what restaurant is coming to town the weekend of the Foodies Eat First Festival? That is one question. Or what other event is taking place 4 blocks down from where he's going to hold Foodies Eat First at the Trust Building? And it's coinciding with why he's bringing that particular restaurant in town. Braden talked about it earlier. First person that can answer that question, you're going to the Foodies Eat First Festival. We're going to give you 4 tickets. Good luck. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy this gorgeous weather. We'll be back with you on Monday, and I couldn't do it without you and all of our wonderful sponsors. Remember, everybody that you see this weekend, do me a favor. Get out of your own way. Shake their hand. Look them in the eye. Give them a compliment. Show them kindness. God bless you all. I'll see you soon.